Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the ToyotaCare 250 at Richmond Raceway, the Xfinity Series race at Richmond. Sorry. Alright, getting ready. We had some surprising qualifying. The drivers for BJ McLeod Motorsports did rather well compared to their usual runnings. Josh Williams actually qualified. So that's always wonderful. We got a bunch of new drivers in the field. Roger Carruth, Derek Griffith, and Parker Retzloff making his second start. But you got the picture. Anyway, now we're just chilling out. I'm waiting for the command to be given so I can go over the starting lineup. We're just sitting here waiting.
Joy. Today's all about controlling your rage and wheeling that car through the chaos. It's racing from Richmond right now.
Fox NASCAR is in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We're in Richmond, home to Richmond Raceway, and home to the first short track race of the year for NASCAR's Xfinity Series. Welcome in to the ToyotaCare 250. It's a great day here, and it's a great day in the booth. Welcome, everybody, with Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez. I'm Adam Alexander. You came up at Phoenix, and you're back a couple of weeks later. You must have enjoyed yourself.
I must have had a good time, right?
I hope so.
Hey, I'm back. That's what it matters. So I had a great time in Phoenix, and I'm looking forward to it again. The Tres Amigos are back. Hopefully we don't make any enemigos today, and go out there and have some fun.
And it is our first short track race of the year. And when you come here to Richmond, you have to talk about Junior Motorsports. JRM has been on a roll at this place. 3 consecutive wins. 6 all-time.
Yeah, Allgaier won 2 of them in 2020, and Gregson won the 2021 race.
And the guy that got it done for Dale Jr.'s team here last fall, Noah Gregson, this really kick-started throughout the playoffs. He was impressive in that 9.
Yeah, absolutely. Noah Gregson on short tracks is surprisingly strong. I say that surprisingly because short track racing takes a few different things to make it work. You gotta have the aggression.
Gregson's won at every single short track on the circuit. Bristol, Richmond, Martinsville.
At Martinsville, he's able to do it. They manage your tires there. He's won here at Richmond, like in the last fall. I expect him to be strong again.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like they've been extremely consistent. You know, they've been strong pretty much everywhere they go. But just like Joey mentioned, you know, in a short track like this, it's extremely important to manage your stuff. Yeah, you have to go on restarts because restarts is the easiest place to pass people. But after that, you have to take care of your tires, manage that drive off the corner. And they've been doing a very, very good job. Phoenix, Martinsville, all these racetracks, they've been super strong. So I won't be surprised if we see them up front today again.
Gregson starts on row 2 in the 3rd position. On the front row, a pair of young stars for Joe Gibbs Racing. Ty Gibbs on the pole for a 2nd consecutive week. He's won twice this year. And John Hunter Nemechek, what do you see in this duo?
Yeah, I mean, JGR has been strong at Richmond, no matter if it's Xfinity or Cup, for a long time. You always got to expect those cars to be up front throughout it. Ty Gibbs obviously has been strong at any type of racetrack you bring him to. I expect him to be strong here today as well. John Hunter Nemechek, also another car to look out with another Gibbs car like that. We'll have to wait and see how this all plays out because like we said, there's going to be comers and goers, and they didn't get much practice to really see how their car is going to be on the long haul.
What do you see in these two young drivers on the front row?
I totally agree with Joe. Something I like about John Hunter Nemechek is that he has nothing to lose. You know, he is here for the trophy and that's it. And he's in a fast car. So I think that he's in that position where he can push a little bit more than the other guys and hope for the best.
Here's the other thing about John Hunter Nemechek. Really good at Richmond. Last fall when he came here, he was driving for Sam Hunt, finished third. Best ever run for that organization. And a season ago in the Camping World Truck Series, he got the trophy. He could be in line for it again here today. Fun race coming your way. First, let's go trackside and get the command.
All right, finally, the command.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome proud owner of a 2007 Toyota Highlander and VIP customer of McGeorge Toyota, Mike Goff.
Oh, crap.
Drivers, start your engine!
I gotta change the thumbnail. I thought I changed the thumbnail. Oh, dear. That's the command, but I realized my thumbnail is wrong. Alright, as soon as I change the thumbnail, it's gonna be the starting lineup.
If you have COPD, ask your doctor about Breztri. Breztri gives me better breathing and helps prevent flare-ups. Before Breztri, I was stuck in the past. I still had bad days. Flare-ups, which kept me from doing what I love. My doctor said, for my COPD, it was time for...
Alright, starting 38th, driver number 27, Rocky Boot Chevrolet for Our Motorsports, Jeb Burton. Starting 37th, driving number 35, Donate Life VA Ford for Emerald Gase Motorsports, Joey Gase. Starting 36th, driving number 10, Carnomaly Chevrolet for Colleague Racing, Landon Castle. Starting 35th, driving number 66, Remote Health Solutions Ford for MBM Motorsports Business Management, JJ Yaley. Starting 34th, driving number 28, the Engineering Group Ford for RSS Racing, Kyle Sieg. Starting 33rd, driving number 08, Ticket Smarter Ford for SS Greenlight Racing, David Starr. Starting 32nd, driving number 4T Geem JD Motorsports Chevrolet for JD Motorsports, Bailey Curry. Starting 31st, driving number 26, Toyota Racing Toyota for Sam Hunt Racing, Derek Griffith. Starting 30th, driving number 47, Save 22 Vet Chevrolet for Mike Harmon Racing, Kyle Brendan Poole. Starting 29th, driving number 34, E-Racing Association Chevrolet for Jesse Wuji Motorsports, Kyle Weatherman. Starting 28th, driving the number 6, Team JD Motorsports.com Chevrolet. That's never good. For JD Motorsports, Ryan Vargas. Starting 27th, driving the number 07, Bucked Up Energy Drink Ford for SS Greenlight Racing, Joe Graff Jr. Starting 26th, driving the number 68, Jabs Construction Chevrolet for Brandon Built Motorsports, Brandon Brown. I also realized I thought I did update the damn thumbnail, but it's not updating yet. Starting 25th, driving the number 91, Anderson Power Services Chevrolet for Brandon Built Motorsports. What the hell am I talking about? For DGM Racing, Mason Massey. My head's not in the game, clearly. Starting 24th, start the number 98, Monster Energy Ford for Stewart Haas Racing, Riley Herbst. Starting 23rd, driving number 78, Children's Hospital Richmond VCU Chevrolet for BJ McLeod Motorsports, Josh Williams. Starting 22nd, driving number 44, Virginia State Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing, Raja Caruth. Starting 21st, driving number 31, Tax Slayer Chevrolet for Jordan Anderson Racing, Myatt Snyder. Starting 20th, driving number 36, LaRue Industrial Snowblower Chevrolet for DGM Racing, Alex LeBay. Starting 19th, driving number 23, Larry's Hard Lemonade SimSeed Chevrolet for Our Motorsports, Anthony Alfredo. Starting 18th, driving the number 99, Little Joe's SoCal Chevrolet for BJ McLeod Motorsports, Stefan Parsons. Starting 17th, driver number 48, Big Machine Spike Cooler Chevrolet. For Big Machine Racing, Jade Buford. Starting 16th, driver number 11, AG1 Athletic Green Chevrolet. For Colleague Racing, Daniel Hemrick. Starting 15th, driver number 02, Half Off Wholesale Chevrolet. For Our Motorsports, Brett Moffitt. Starting 14th, driver number 7, Brandt Chevrolet. For Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier. Starting 13th, driver number 2, Wheelan Chevrolet. For Richard Childress Racing, Sheldon Creed. Starting 12th, driver number 8, Tire Pro Chevrolet. For Junior Motorsports, Josh Berry. Starting 11th, driver the number 1, Accelerate Pros Talent Chevrolet. And our first Dash for Cash driver, Sam Mayer for Junior Motorsports. Starting 10th, driver number 38, Ponce Ford. Yeah, we're in the top 10 now. For RSS Racing, Parker Retzlaff. Starting 9th, driver number 16, Action Industries Chevrolet. For Colleague Racing, our second Dash for Cash driver, AJ Allmendinger. Starting 8th, driver number 39, A-Game Ford. For RSS Racing, Ryan Sieg. Starting 7th, driver number 51, Fox Sports Spartan Waste Chevrolet. For Jeremy Clements Racing, Jeremy Clements. Starting 6th, driver number 5, Mohawk Ford. For BJ McLeod Motorsports, Ryan Preece. Starting 5th, driver number 19, Menards Nipco Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Brandon Jones. Starting 4th, driver number 21, Bennett Transportation and Logistics Chevrolet. For Richard Childress Racing, our third Dash for Cash driver, Austin Hill. Starting 3rd, driver number 9, Bass Pro Shops True Timber Black Rifle Coffee Company Chevrolet. For Junior Motorsports, our last Dash for Cash driver, Noah Gregson. Starting 2nd, driver number 18, Safeway Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, John Hunter Nemechek. And on pole with a pole time of 22.161 seconds with a speed of 121.836 miles per hour, driver number 54, Monster Energy Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Ty Gibbs.
Very similar to a few years ago when he ran a part-time schedule at Joe Gibbs Racing. He is picking and choosing his races this year based on the tracks that he wants to go to and feels like he can be quick at. Ryan Preece, 2 wins already in this series. He's somebody I got my eye on today.
And those 2 wins, Regan, coming on short tracks. And this team with BJ McLeod has an alliance with Stewart-Haas Racing. Go back to California. That was the situation for Bobby Dotter when Cole Custer won. This could be a very, very interesting afternoon. No doubt Preece a guy to watch, starting in the 6th position. And now we look at our onboard cameras for today's race. We'll be riding along with Riley Herbst. Riley starts 24th. And the 18 of John Hunter Nemechek. Great view of the front row as he starts alongside teammate Ty Gibbs. We bring in our race analysis, and today's event, 250 laps. Stage 1, Stage 2, 75 laps apiece. Final stage is 100 laps, but you look at the...
Yeah, 75, 100 laps.
This place, as you guys have talked about, is all about tire management. And if there
This is race 7 of the Xfinity series.
Absolutely, that's what it's going to come down to. Is if you get a caution with 50 to go, what do? Do you put your last set of tires on at that point and hope it runs green, or do you gamble and think, well, maybe I'll go green another 20 or 30 laps and I'll have some freshies left with 20 to go and I can drive through the field and win this thing? It depends on what kind of car you got and where you're at, all stacked up in the field. If you're not looking like you could win in your 10th, what do you have to lose? If you're in a car winning, you may have to play the safe role.
Gamble, gamble, gamble.
Either way, it's a gamble.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Saw reigning champ Daniel Hemrick had to change a radiator. He drops to the rear in the 11. A handful of other big names qualified outside the top 10. Look forward to watching them drive through the field. Here we go.
All right, here we go. To start off the ToyotaCare 250, green at Richmond Raceway.
Those starts are pretty tame the first time.
All right, yeah. Ty Gibbs pulls out to the early lead. No duh. This track used to be known as the action track, and it had a lot of great races. It hasn't. The racing, at least in the Cup Series, has been god awful for a couple of years.
So much room for options as you go into the corner.
He's not the points leader. He's in third, about 30 points behind. Don't pull that BS on me. I keep track of this. Ryan Preece holding on to fifth because he's not really driving a BJ McLeod Motorsports car. It's a prepped Stuart Haas car.
In a way, everyone is aggressive, conservative, but then the aggression is gonna start just climbing in as slowly.
You be careful where you taste the water, right? In Mexico, I can't taste the water there.
That's where you go.
The backward slide of Hill, he went down from 4th to 6th. Parker Retzlaff has fallen out to the top 10, back to 12.
7th and 8th on track, and keep an eye on the tracker and those drivers highlighted in purple. This is the
They're racing, yeah, Gregson, Hill, Mayor Allmendinger racing for $100,000.
whoever finishes the best of that bunch takes home the bonus check.
And I think there's some interesting names that started, mid-pack to the back of the pack. The 8, the 7, the 16, the 11 coming from the back. There's some cars that are typically fast in every single weekend that are going to have to methodically move their way through the field here. I mean, you got $100,000 on the line. You got to get to the end first before you can do it, but there's a little extra something there. You may be willing to do a little extra something.
That's for sure, no doubt.
Like this one right here.
AJ Allmendinger, the 16.
Oh my, a 3-wide move. Here comes Mayer and Allmendinger past Sieg for 8th and 9th. Those two, the 1 and the 16, they're racing for $100,000. And a couple cars in front of them is one of their competitors for that money. The 21 of Austin Hill. Good battle, though. They were side by side. And Richmond, it's a short track that races like a super speedway because it has multiple grooves. This 3/4 mile. Oh, and Dinger was able to make the pass on the 1.
How impressive is AJ Allmendinger? I mean, here's a driver that forever was a road course guy. Comes to the Xfinity Series, he's winning on road courses, he's winning on...
Roger Caruth up to 21st position. So that's he gained 1 spot. Looking at... what the hell? That's not David Starr. Yeah, that's Justin Allgaier. Here comes Allmendinger past the 51 of Jeremy Clements for 7th.
But I think what he's been able to gain on these type of racetracks as well, especially here in the Xfinity Series with the competition here, he's been able to really, we talk about being a smart racer here and managing your tires. Experience is usually where that comes in.
Deep in the field, Joey Gase, J.J. Yaley, Brennan Poole. Not a lot of room here.
That's some of the funneling effect we were just talking about off of turn 2. Maybe not knowing how many cars are out there too.
somebody had to tell those guys that it's only lap 8. Take it easy, boys. We got a long race ahead.
That's the spotter's job.
Let me tell you, I've been watching the 9 and the 7.
The 9 almost looking like he's trying to make a move on the 18.
They're making ground. They can
54 of Ty Gibbs has led all 10 laps, 9 laps completed thus far. He's won 2 races thus far as well, those being Las Vegas and Atlanta.
I'm just kind of hanging. I'm hanging. I'm waiting to see where my car is going to be good. Where's the weakness of
Sam Mayer, the last of the four, as for cash drivers, trying to make the pass on Clements for 8th, and he does.
Probably not going to take tires throughout the stage. You don't want to, at least. So managing what you have, taking it easy. Don't wear your front tires.
Oh, here the bumper to the back of the 54. Here comes the 18 of John Nemechek. Today he's trying to get his 3rd career victory.
For the top spot, there goes
I thought the 54 was going to be able to...
Of current drivers in the field, by the way, obviously Noah Gragson has won at Richmond once, and I think the only other winner is Justin Allgaier. And if I check his career stats in the Xfinity Series, he has won at Richmond twice, those being the 2020 ones. Yeah, those 2 are the only active winners at Richmond. Now we wait, because we're under commercial. Now we just wait. Hoping out these laps go by pretty relatively quickly. Now we're just here, just wait and wait around. And we're back. 20 laps done. Almost 10% of the race done already. Dinger has moved up to 5th, which means he's now the second highest running one. And also, Ty Gibbs has fallen back to 3rd. Nemechek is taking the lead. And Noah Gragson is up to 2nd. Which are the other two drivers in the Dash for Cash. Hill and Mayer are 7th and 8th, respectively.
I had an amazing race there, knowing nothing about dirt, and I think Joey was probably the same boat. And we were somehow racing in the top 5, so that was a good time.
Is that why you ran me all over the curb down there? Is that what it was? You know where you're going? That must have been it.
Keep an eye on Joey that weekend. He's doing double duty. Camping World Truck Series race and the Cup race.
There you go, Joey.
Trucking, baby.
Trucking, baby.
I need more laps on dirt.
Hey, Noah Gragson is up to 2nd from the spotter stand.
Hill making his way up to 6th, trying to pass by Ryan Preece. Sam Mayer right there as well. Roger Carruth has made his way up to 19th.
Yeah, pretty interesting. You know, when Coleman says squaring off the corner, he's talking about exiting the corner really low and straight. As those tires start to wear out, there's a pretty curved front straightaway. If you're able to wrap the corner a little bit longer, stay on that yellow line just a little bit longer, get some steering wheel out of it, get some lateral out of it, and launch straight off the corner, it gives you a little bit of drive, and sometimes, most of the time, it helps you, save a little bit of tire on your car.
Dinger up to 4th. He passed Brandon Jones. Two battles going to be on this race. The lead and the money. Also, all the Dash for Cash drivers have their splitters colored purple. And their name on the front of the car has been changed to Dash for Cash.
Noah Gragson right in his hip pocket, Jamie.
And you see his car right there running second up one position since the start of the race. Noah just figured this place out from the time he first came to Richmond. 6 starts, he's finishing the top 10.
The gap that was shown at the beginning of the before the commercial break has shrunken from about 0.4 to 0.26. Already passing by the lapped car of Brendan Poole. First car to go a lap down. The next car at risk is the number 4 of Bailey Curry. Now looking at Justin Allgaier just inside the top 10 in the 11th position. Ooh, a little loose coming off a 2. You can see that car shake. He's running the worst out of all the JRM cars.
He's 11th. All 4 of the cars from Junior Motorsports inside the top 11. And they get the boss man next Saturday. Dale Jr. going to drive, next Friday night, I should say. Dale Jr. going to be racing at Richmond. There's Jason Ratcliffe, crew chief for John Hunter Nemechek.
Yeah, you see, Noah was almost ran right all over John Hunter a few laps ago, and now there's a little bit of a gap here.
Yeah, the gap went back.
With some lap traffic possibly, but Noah's done a good job just kind of creeping the bottom. You look at that 9 car, he's done a good job just getting his left side right on the paint and just wrap it around nice and easy. Eventually, you start to see the reward. It just takes some time.
Yeah, you just have to find that rhythm. You just have to be able to read.
Ryan C coming by on the outside of Sam Mayer, trying to take back the 8th spot. And there's also Josh Berry behind Sam Mayer as well. Ty Gibbs he can't make the move on Dinger. He loses the 3rd position, and Bailey Curry goes a lap down. I believe the next car to be a lap down would be the 35 of Joey Gase.
Let's look at the average age of the top 3. But with Dinger getting around Gibbs, he screws that all up. You know what I'm saying? What were you calling him during the commercial break?
Aging.
Not AJ.
Just age. We got more nicknames for each other we know what to do with at this point. He's looking good though. Dash for cash, guys. The cream's starting to rise to the top already. You start to see, those purple cars, this purple on your ticker there on the left side. Those are the cars racing for an extra $100 grand here. Yes, you want to win, but you want a little extra 100.
Now they should give AJ more money if he wins or gets the dash for cash because he's 40. He can't make near as much out of that payout as what 18-year-old Sam Mayer can, I mean,
might be a little smarter with it.
That's probably.
And now we go back to commercial.
Probably not going to buy a boat, if you know what I mean.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. At
Liberty Bushima. Cut.
Liberty Bibbity.
Well
Liberty
done.
Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you line.
Need.
Action.
Cut.
Ah.
You can't say that.
I've never seen this version of it
Is
before.
this where they're going to put the Statue of Liberty? Liberty. Are we married to Mutual?
Cut.
Only pay.
I've never seen this version of the commercial before. Oh, I love it. It's like the only one I like. I love it. Cuts off at knee. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, Harambe. So far, our stream's not off to a very good start. But you know what? It's okay. I'm just here enjoying the races. We're getting closer to the halfway point of this stage. But I took a poll in the community tab. I'm just going to check that now. I asked who's going to win. A Dash for Cash driver, a first-time winner, apart from that, a driver in their first start, like Roger Cruz and Derek Griffith, or just Ryan Preece. And I'm pretty sure you guys overwhelmingly picked the Dash for Cash drivers. Yeah, well, only got 8 votes. I also asked who's going to win the money, and you guys said Dinger or Gregson. Tied for 45% of the vote each.
Me Dean Delight's breakfast.
Money! Noah Gregson's won 4 of these damn checks.
Secretly, I'm rooting for Noah and AJ just because you know the interview is going to be spectacular if they get an extra $100,000 today.
Noah gave it to his crew.
There's the foursome going for the big payout at Richmond.
Second, third, sixth, and ninth.
Also the qualifier for the next
week, right?
Yeah, the top 4 Xfinity drivers will head off to Martinsville for more months, and it's another 100,000. Right now, that because excluding Nemechek because he runs in the Truck Series, Gregson, Allmendinger, Gibbs, and Jones.
Daniel, is there anything that he can do just to hold off and hang in there until the end of this stage?
Not use him. That's about all you got at that move.
Ryan Vargas has gone a lap down.
Where your brakes are overheated. Is it overheating in the front? Is it overheating in the back? All you really have inside the car is your foot and a brake bias where you can...
Justin Allgaier are battling Ryan Preece for the 10th spot, coming on an inside line. And now he clears. Behind Preece is at number 12 of Parker Retzloff.
Plus, to go in this race, you're into it pretty early. The good thing is he has track position. He has a little bit of room to just lift early. But you got
now the last car in the lead lap is the 34 of Kyle Weatherman, who was so graciously given a ride by Justy Uji for getting screwed. All lap down right now. Snyder, Mike Snyder, Jay Buford, Joe Graff Jr., Stephon Parsons, and J.J. Yeley, as well as Joey Gase and Bailey Curry and Brennan Poole. I think Brennan Poole's now a couple laps down. And that should show you just how fucking slow the 47 car. But I'm surprised the 31 of Mike Snyder a lap down. Allmendinger is caught up to Noah Gregson. And Nemechek is just pulled ahead of the field. And remember, Nemechek placed 3rd for Sam Hunt at that race last year.
These brakes are very tricky because these brake systems, they don't like to be too cold, they don't like to be too hot. So you have to kind of like find that.
There's Stephon Parsons about to go another lap down.
If you get them too cold, they start shaking. If you get them too hot, the pedals start getting soft.
Here comes Dinger. He's going to pass for the lead and take the lead for Dash. He's going to pass for second, probably, and take that lead in the Dash for Cash.
But for now, it's just about survival. Just trying to take care of it and do not overdo the brakes. Because if you do that, the next stage, you're going to be in trouble. Doesn't matter what.
Austin Hill falls back to 7th. Nemechek lead now up to 4 seconds.
He saw that Noah was going to be pinched off on the exit with the lap car on the outside.
I'm going to go check the NASCAR app again.
Up high, crossed the wake, got underneath him, and was able to get in position on the 9 there. It's a classic Richmond move.
Josh Berry, by the way, has made his way up to the 6th position. There's a car they're trying to... Oh, there's Stephon Parsons. He kept running by him. Okay, at this point, Kyle Weatherman looks like he's still on the lead lap, but it probably won't last that long. Yeah, he's the short track guy. Oh, Josh Berry giving the bumper to Ty Gibbs, trying to get past him. He passed Brandon Jones, moved up to 5th. I mean, this is Josh Berry's forte. He is a short track driver. This is where he made his name. He loses the position he took from Brandon Jones, and he's still fighting for that there. He won his first race at Martinsville last year.
It's way too early for Enemigo. Way too early.
You know, for Barry, and you touched on the fact that this is the...
Parker Retzloff up to 11th. Preece keeps sliding back to the field. He's now in 13th.
It's a big day for Josh Berry, because if he can find his way into the top 4, qualify for next week...
Martinsville.
You know how good he is on the short track in Southern Virginia, the paperclip at Martinsville. And he didn't have the best qualifying day, so long-run car, I think you got to put him on the short list of...
We're now 20% of the way through as we have hit 50 laps.
He's doing a good job, and you know, as a race car driver,
Man.
you always want to...
The RCR affiliated teams in the Xfinity Series have had problems. Besides Colleague Racing, but Colleague has grown on their own. Jordan Anderson Racing has been terrible. Big Machine Racing has been terrible.
So, you know, sometimes in this kind of track,
Okay,
you have to
the 8 car of Barry passes Jones again.
very calculating, you know, because if you try to attack all the time, sometimes the car behind you can take advantage of that and attack you.
Yeah, these
There's 44 of Raja Caruth about to go a lap down. And also, because I know who's behind him, that means the 26 of Derek Griffith is also a lap down now. Holding off Nemechek on that lap. For Rev Racing, he's currently racing in ARCA for the team in the 6 car. Damn, Caruth is holding off Nemechek. I may have spoken too soon. Nemechek's diving low. Caruth staying high, which means he's going to get some momentum coming off of the high line. Here, no, the side draft from Nemechek's going to let him clear. Caruth staying level. Nah, never mind.
Actually, my very first ever Xfinity race was here back in 2014. When you're that young, you're like a switch. You're on or off. You don't know 90%.
Man, Caruth is hanging in there.
So, being smart and aggressive, you just go and be aggressive because that's all you do. You're too young.
And he's going to school right here. And going to school on a pretty good guy. And John Hunter Nemechek, who's been dominant today. He's led.
I need to update the top 10. I've been pretty neglectful.
Allmendinger, Gregson, Gibbs, and Barry, your top 5 at Richmond.
There's a reputation on the track, being built this very minute. One that embraces the crazy.
Oh my goodness.
The fast. And the unpredictable. It looks into the eye of the competition and screams, bring it. Loud enough.
All right, who else is now that Raja Caruth is not only lapped? The next car to get lapped would be Kyle Sieg in the 28. We've got 19 to go on the stage. I wonder how many cars are going to get lapped. And on the list of cars that might get lapped is defending champion Daniel Hemrick. He is mired back in the 23rd position. And his teammate Landon Castle is in the 21st position.
It's about the thousands of bumps and bruises.
Ryan C. making his way past Austin Hill. Hill is falling back to 8th. Parker Retzloff up to 9th. He just passed Sam Mayer. Showing us the 8 and 54 battling. And the 8 is probably dying to use the bumper. Oh, just a little bit. To move him, not to dump him. Short track racing, moving someone over. That's fun. That is stock car racing at its core. Hopefully no one spins each other out. But man, he's staying right on. That 8 car. Why that? I mean, the 54 car, and they're about to pass by Kyle Weatherman. All right, let's get looking back at the scoring again. I don't know if Nemechek is going to catch up to the other cars.
Xfinity Series with Joe Logano, Daniel Suarez, Coleman Presley. I'm Adam Alexander, Jamie Little, William Smith on the pit lane. And you are watching the battle for 4th that is now over. Josh Berry gets around pole sitter Ty Gibbs.
Josh Berry has been hounding Ty Gibbs for the last 10 laps, waiting for that opportunity to get underneath him and try to get positioned out of the turn 1. Finally able to get by him and start managing his race again.
When you're on this stage of the run with all tires, it's a patient game because I almost feel like if you want to push a little bit too hard, you pay the penalty huge. So it's just a patient game and trying to just make inches by inches.
Yeah, and he's still got an opportunity to get Noah Gragson in front of him. Just about a second or so in front of him, I think. So, he's able to make some time now and try to get it.
We're now about a quarter of the way through the race.
And we only have 25 cars on the lead lap because Nemechek is setting such a blistering pace, and he's closing in on some pretty good drivers not too far in front of him. Daniel Hemrick, Coleman.
Yeah, hey, I've been watching Daniel Hemrick in the 11 defending champ. He's right here on the verge of going a lap down if he catches some of this traffic wrong. He's only a half straightaway in front of our leader.
Yeah, 12 to go.
Stage. He's
We'll see.
Further behind. If he doesn't get his car turning too good here, he risks going a lap down in the third stage. So I think he's pretty safe to stay on the lead lap here. But him as a defending champion, he's really focused on how he can make his car better, where he's lacking at. He's experienced a long run here. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles the second stage to keep from going a lap down in that final stage.
Yeah, he wins the championship last year for Joe Gibbs. Makes the move to Colic, wins the pole at Daytona, wins the first 2 stages, and you're like, man, picks up right where he left off. Unfortunately, they've had some issues since then. Only 2 top 10s for Hemrick and struggling today after starting in the rear. He's 18th now. Looks like he's going to stay on the lead lap to end the stage, but certainly not the start to the afternoon they were looking for.
And you say, you know, the John Hunter is setting up blistering pace. I was watching his in-car there a second ago. He's barely moving around this racetrack. The tires are wore out. Look how slow. Listen how low the RPMs get in the middle of the corner.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how slow
Parker
that
Retzlaff
really is
passing
inside
the.
car. You're
My
barely
God,
creeping around
Parker
the racetrack
Retzlaff
right now with the old tires, 67 laps
doing
on these
fantastic.
bad boys. They are
Making a
worn
move. I'm
out.
trying to make a move on the
You're screaming for
21.
tires. He's gotta get to the end. But managing that
He
track
makes that
position is
pass.
so important
Parker
throughout this
Retzlaff,
race.
18 years
And that's what
old.
helps you
Come
manage
on.
your tires once you have decent track position.
If he's running slow, what does that say about everyone else? Because second place A.J. Allmendinger is 4.5 seconds behind him, Jamie.
How about Parker Retzlaff in the 38-second career start in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and he qualified yet again in the top 10. Now, he's a phenom on iRacing. A lot of drivers know him throughout the garage, and now that he's getting a chance to really do it, I just asked him, what is your goal today? He said, if we can finish top 20, that is a good day. I'll be in the car next week. We want to carry some momentum. Forget top 20. He's holding his own. Very focused here, running top 10. And by the way, Adam, he's got Steve Addington, NASCAR crew chief legend, as you could say, been around a long time, helping him out.
It's been around a long
Puts in
time.
perspective his run is look who's behind him. Austin Hill, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Riley Herbst, Daniel Hemrick. I mean, he's in front of some
Steve
really
Addington
good
is looking
race
like,
cars.
he's won 20 Cup races and 11 Xfinity races.
For Parker Retzlaff.
How many wins do you have at iRacing, Daniel?
Man,
He worked for Penske in 2010, 2011. 2004, the crew chief for Joe Gibbs in the Busch Series. So he worked with Mike Bliss. Let's see, 05, he ran for Bobby Labonte. 06, in 07, Yaley. 2008, Kyle Busch. 2009, Steve Addington for a lot of the races, but you get the picture.
Very unique to Richmond right here. Joey and Daniel, when you hit the straightaways and the tires are wore out, it feels like you can spin out halfway down the straightaway, no place else.
Parker Retzlaff is caught up, and he passes the 19. Wow, Marco. I mean, Ryan Seagott passed him too.
Ryan C kind of moved him up. He gets out of the groove. There's some lap cars there. C goes by. So does Parker Retzlaff, who is now running 7th with 3 laps to go in the stage. A remarkable performance for this young driver out of Wisconsin.
I hope he wins the race.
It definitely is. You know, we say it all the time. This is a racetrack where experience really helps out. He doesn't have any experience, and he's still trucking through the field.
He's doing a very, very good job. Good for him, man. And you know what is a good thing is that he will only get better. You know, he will only continue.
Second place, Grexon's managed to get a little back. Oh no! I thought the car in front of the second and third, Roger Carruth, was gonna spin out. But no. But the 9 has caught back up to the 16. They've got 2 laps to go in the stage. Yeah, the 9 retakes the lead. But Josh Berry is also coming up to join that battle. And here comes the 8 to pass Allmendinger. Not just yet, though. All right, final lap of stage 1.
Gragson to second, Barry to third, Allmendinger back to fourth, and all of that behind John Hunter Nemechek. Now this would be to put the 99 a step.
Hello, Malachi Code. How are you? Nice, thanks for coming along. Coming to the green and checkered. Nemechek wins the stage. Gregson second. Josh Berry third. Adrian Allmendinger fourth. Fifth, Gibbs. Sixth, Ryan Sieg. Seventh, Parker Retzloff. Eighth, Brandon Jones. Ninth, Austin Hill. 10th, Sam Mayer.
He led 64 of our first 75 laps.
I've got moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now there's Sky Rizzy.
Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bear my skin. Yeah, that's on me. Nothing at me. Go ahead and hey. Nothing on my skin. That's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Achieve clearer skin with Sky Rizzy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin in 4 months. Of those, nearly 9 out of 10 sustained it through 1 year. And Sky Rizzy is 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
I see nothing in a different way. It's my moment, so I just gotta say, nothing is everything.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Nothing is everything.
Alright, we're just sitting here waiting. No, I'm trying not to pass out because I only slept for about 50 minutes today. Showing us that Space VR commercial or something else. There's something about Ford. Only usually a long commercial we got here. All right, here we go.
At Bristol, pit road is open, and here they come, Regan.
Well, I'm John Hunter Nemechek, as you can imagine, pretty happy with that race car right now. Just needs a little bit of help rolling the middle of the corners. The 8 of Josh Berry just a little bit loose in and off of the corners right now. Amy?
AJ Allmendinger in the 16 felt like he used up those rear tires just 25 laps in. It'll feel good to get some sticker tires here. Needs a little bit more forward drive. The 54, Ty Gibbs, not great in that early stage. He said just too tight. Air pressure adjustment, a 4-tire stop for the driver as they watch the rest of the field coming around and they release him.
Race off pit road, won by the 18, John Hunter Nemechek. And we didn't talk about the 9
Gregson.
there of Noah Gregson. Reason why he pitted early because they had those brake problems. He did so before pit road was open, so he'll have to drop to the back for the restart here. He's back in now as they continue to work on his Chevrolet.
Yeah, it looks like maybe in the rear they're trying to bleed the brakes some more. But let's talk to John Hunter Nemechek, see if he's around. John Hunter, it is Joey Logano up at the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joey. You smiling up there today?
I'm not smiling as much as you are. I got more good news for you because the last time you led over 60 laps, you won both those races. So I am sure that car is feeling pretty good. That's some good news for you.
Hi,
Looks
Tracy
like you're in
Kenny.
cruise control.
So what's
Seems
wrong,
like some
Malachi
other
Code?
cars are making some time through the field, but how hard were you running that thing?
I can't tell you. No, the guys at Joe Gibbs Racing, Jason, everybody brought a great Safeway Acme Toyota GR Supra for me today. I'm just the lucky one that gets to hold the steering wheel. But
Yeah, that's the All-Star car, which ironically has not won.
As you know, tires fall off here. So managing your equipment is very important. So learned a few lessons from some of you guys up there in the Cup Series when we came here at Grand and tried to put it to use.
Absolutely. Well, I know Radcliffe's down there keeping everything straight for you and making sure that you stay calm. So nice job up there. It looks like you got a great car.
Thank you guys. Enjoy the show.
If he said he was running like 70-75%, I was going to say, someone give him a speeding penalty. Hey, what do you do to get ready for a pit stop? I don't know what this is actually. What you do?
Yeah. Queen City EX on August 6th. What's that? Oh, it's a Canadian fair. That's cool. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. Sorry, I'm having trouble staying awake. I really, Exhibition Virginia. Yeah, that's cool, dude.
This. Ego, Milwaukee, Steel.
Water.
All the top-rated brands, all run on their own single battery system, and all
Got a
come
bit.
from one source,
And this
your
bottle's
local
one.
Ace.
The hell? Well, hardware. A Niagara Falls. Oh, that's cool.
At Hampton by Hilton, contactless arrival means she can skip the front desk, go straight to her room, unlock her door, and head right to bed. Book our family of brands at Hilton.com. To new memories, Hilton.
Richmond is the capital city of Virginia. This weekend home to NASCAR Xfinity Series today. Cup cars here tomorrow. Racing at the fairgrounds.
That'll be the 400 lap event of 300 miles.
On asphalt. Jamie?
Just a little update for Noah Gregson. He's now pitted 4 times. We talked about
Damn.
brake issues. They went under the hood. They filled up that oil reservoir, went back out. He said that he does have a brake pedal now. That's the good news. But if he doesn't continue pumping them, he said they'd go to the floor. So the issue is not sure if they're
Great.
Regan.
Fuck
Well,
you.
Jamie, trouble as well for Ryan Priest, one of the guys we expected to see up front, going down a lap at the end of that stage. Felt like he had a right rear tire going flat when they finally got the pit, got the tire off that race car, completely quartered on the side edge of it, and chunks coming out of it in different pieces, lines around the tire almost.
You know, he had lost 8
That's
positions
never
in
fun.
the
Yeah, that's
last
never
7
fun.
laps of
Oh,
that
Mach
opening
3?
start. So as we
That's
begin
really fast.
Stage 2, Ryan Priest, 1 lap.
Okay, well, yeah, that's never good for Noah Gregson or Ryan Priest. Like, it's never good when that happens. Dinger, now 3 cars realistically having a shot right now, unless Noah can handle his car. Here we go. Green once more. Hmm. 666. Nemechek is leading. It's Dinger and Gibbs side by side. Gibbs seems to have the better short run car, but.
Here we go again. Comers and goers, right? Cars that are good on the short run versus cars that are good on the long run, right? The 54, we saw him in the first run. He was able to take off pretty
Dinger's holding his own against with Ty Gibbs right now.
Contact off of turn 2. These guys are racing hard. These are two really hard racers.
You know, if you're the 16 right now, you have to make a decision.
54 gets by 16. The 18 has still made its way out there. And that 9 car is definitely kaput for today. Like, I can tell, lap times are lagging behind still.
That's always so hard to do, Daniel. Like, naturally, you're like, you want to go. I'm in kill mode all the time. I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. And you have to.
Never mind. I think he had a bad restart because he couldn't catch up, but he's holding his own speed-wise.
Take a deep breath, then go. What do you see after that?
Hey, talking about what you said about AJ Allmendinger, he was really solid that entire run until about the
Him looking for a move on Riley Herbst. I think that's 11th and 12th. Yes, it is.
And this caution is huge for Ryan Preece, who gets the free pass.
Well, why is there a caution? What happened?
And also
Debris?
I can point out Noah Gregson. There's the 5. And I guess it's kind of a good news, bad news situation. I was going to say Noah Gregson had paid his debt by starting at the rear here and wouldn't have to do a pass through. That's how I thought it would work, but we understand the debris on track.
What the? Yeah, it's on fire.
The brake problems continue.
Oh, brake.
That's exactly right, Adam. You put it together. Noah came on the radio about 1 lap ago and said, I just heard a clunk. Something's breaking. That could have been a brake rotor. And then, boom, the caution fell out. So, obviously, things are getting worse in the 9 cam.
Yeah.
I hate that. I mean, our Dash for Cash candidate starts up front. Won here last fall. And has been so impressive on short tracks, but a tough afternoon for engine number 9. No problems for John Hunter Nemechek. He's in charge at Richmond.
What's up, Jones? Jones. Jones. Jonas?
It's keeping up with the Jonases now.
Try to keep up.
I'm sure.
Stay ahead in the
Not unusual.
PTI, I need the PDFCOBAK.
Alrighty. But damn, the 9 car not doing well today. Rams beat the 49ers. Cool. Yeah, Ryan Preece gets a free pass. "21. I am a bona fide adult." I'll be right back. I'm gonna do something real quick. I need to freshen my mouth a bit. Good old mouthwash. Shaq Canals in the hits. He's gonna be in the. He's gonna be in the booth tomorrow.
On FS1 with race day at 2 o'clock. We're over to Fox at 3. Chad will be on the grid with Chris Myers and Clint Boyer before we turn him loose for 400 laps in Richmond. Do you think he's doing his homework for the broadcast booth, or Or could he be trying to do some sort of R&D for the guys at HMN?
Oh, I think it's obviously for the broadcast booth. Do so much work to come up here. So I do it all for.
You know, actually, Boyer probably said, here's what you need to do for me, Chad. You need to go out there on Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, Boyer's laying down the law. He's got some rules when you come up here.
Really?
I don't know.
Why do you keep saying 666?
Hey, guys, I don't know, guys. Do you guys pay attention to the wheel? But the wheel was full of brake fluid. So somehow So somehow the brake fluid was actually look right there you go. So somehow the fluid was going out of the system. So
they got a lot of issues. Jamie, what do you have on the 9?
Well, Daniel got it. We're shooting it right now, and it is covered in oil. It's just sitting there. These are the 2 rear tires.
Ooh, look at that.
There's oil all over it. So they're still trying to diagnose exactly what went wrong, what happened out here. And that's what you saw Chad Knaus looking at, taking photos of.
And you wonder, you know, what can they do to fix this issue, right? And it sounds like it's in the back of the car. We've seen them kind of working on in the back of the car. If they can find a way to cap off the rear brakes, at least you still got front brakes. Not that you can run them that hard, because you don't want to overheat that either, right? The issue can keep compounding as we go. So he's definitely going to have to float it in there the rest of the day.
They're getting ready to go back to green on lap 96. We'll have 155 laps left.
Both times Ty Gibbs did that to start the race. Surprised at all that the control vehicle takes the inside front row here?
Well, you know, I think that right now everyone is learning. Everyone is trying to figure out what works or what doesn't work. But right now, like I said, everyone's going to school and maybe they can take some notes for later in the race.
Yeah, the bottom lane launch is so good here, especially on older tires. That bottom lane gets a lot more fun. We'll see if he can do it right here.
Here we go, green once more. Nemechek jumping right back out to the lead. Gibbs right behind, then Dinger, then they're 2 wide behind.
4 laps on their tire. Well, really only a couple green, but those caution laps as well on top of that. So if they have to refire later, it could be even tougher to get back.
Ryan Sieg passes Josh Berry for 4th. And I gotta update this again.
That outside lane can start to really, you know, generate some momentum, and all that depends too on, you know, who's in front of you, who's behind you, those kinds of things, right?
It's the same thing that the interstate. You know, sometimes you see everyone going to the left, but there is too many cars out there, so you have to go to the right, and you actually make more positions. So, you know, it's everything about traffic. Just trying to find where.
Sam Mayer getting past Herbst for whatever position. 11th.
You are trying to find just a little bit cleaner track, or where there is whatever place there is less amount of cars, so you can actually try to keep your momentum and nobody's stacking you up.
For the record, I always choose the wrong one. I don't choose the low, I don't choose the high, I choose the wrong one every time. Same thing at the grocery store.
Looks like the 54 is trying to draw a bead on the 18. Kyle Sieg is pitting. I think he was already a lap down. No, he was not a lap down. Or he might have been. Brett Moffitt has gone a lap down. I didn't even notice that. The corn car of Justin Allgaier in the lead. Oh, not in the lead. He's in 9th. 8th.
He sees the big picture. He understands this is not a 100 lap race.
You like football, don't you, dude? Tracy.
Absolutely. You know, and Justin's had a lot of really good runs here in the past. So you see him get a little loose on the exit there, which is not what you want to do this early in a run. But you want to just take what you can when you can get it, right? Without over-slipping them. But you know how it is. A lot of times, if your car's not fast, it's really hard to save tires because you're already slow, and now you're asking me to go slower. I just have to give up lap time at that point. And then you see right here, Ty Gibbs pressuring, just like we thought in the short run here. He's pressuring John Hunter. And John's got to make a decision here right now of how hard do I push this thing? Do I let the 54 go?
I need a 1 more.
The race? Or do I just run hard enough to stay in front of him? I think that's what he's going to try to do.
Yeah, I think John Hunter, he's a sprinter enough.
I think it's still fresh.
He has to run his space.
I got to cheese hit.
Just because the 54 is on his bumper.
Oh, great.
He has that experience already 1 year in the Cup Series to know that he's got to
you know,
he already showed that in stage 1. I just have to be a little bit patient, maybe 5-10 more laps, and he's going to start driving away. If anything has changed in comparison to stage 1.
Well, that's why Ty's running so hard right now. Is if he can get to the lead, get that clean air, his car's going to handle better. And if it handles better at this point of the run, he's going to get the reward later on. But if he keeps pushing this hard and does not get the lead, he's going to pay the price and fall back like he did the first run.
Here's the 16 coming again.
Look at him back there. AJ's looking good.
You know, it's not
Runs
easy,
back at the
but
20th.
You got to be patient. Look at the 11 of Daniel Hemrick, up to 15, starts in the back, gets to the top 20, speeding penalty, has to come from the rear again, and here we are, just 30 laps into our second stage, not many under green, and he finds himself
40% of the race now over.
15. And we talked about some of their struggles. You know what? If you can have a comeback day like this, it can do a lot for you. And then there's the story of
Jeb,
Maybe
14.
Top 5 last week if he weren't penalized at Coda. Today has to start in the back because they banged their car up in qualifying, and now he's got a spot in the top 15.
Yeah, good recovery there. Something in practice and qualifying there just didn't look right when he went down into turn 3, like something broke. I don't know the full story to it, but a good recovery as he goes through the field.
Gregson's in 19th now.
The 10 is wasting no time. No time. He's using the bumper. He's trying to make a few
10. The bump. Oh, yeah. He is. He just knocked Riley Herbst out of the groove.
You know, if somebody's racing you hard, you have to just try to move forward and trying to, waste too much time.
What's the reaction from Riley? Yeah! Hang on to it.
Just like that. Ah! And then anger right after that follows it.
That's what happens when I get in the wrong lane on the interstate, right there. This is
Josh Berry and Allmendinger.
Barry.
Here comes Berry on the inside. Great run on the backstretch.
Yeah, Josh, just like I said, in the long run,
Sails back into the corner.
extremely strong. Very, very curious to see what he can do here. I mean,
See if he can catch the two Toyotas in front.
I believe that his strong part is the long run. So let's see what we got. What you got on the 8?
Richmond is not a track where people tend to crash a lot nowadays.
No, this car is really good on the short run this time as well. So they seem to be piecing that together where the car's good early and late in the run. And interesting enough, I had a conversation with Josh this morning about him and Richie might not fight with Bumgarner. He was quick to remind me that they are still very young in their relationship together, still learning each other, still refining things. I'd say right now they're pretty refined.
There's a lot of different ways you can adjust your car too when it comes to long run versus short run. Yeah, the driver plays a huge role on how hard he pushes it, but also the way you set it up. Whether it's air pressure, you can adjust that during the race at least. But your cambers and some other springs and shocks, the way you do that are ways to adjust whether you have a front side car or a backside car.
Closing on the midway point of stage 2 in the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond. John Hunter Nemechek, your leader on a beautiful
Wow, great, wait. Why do they keep focusing on kids? It's a little weird. They've been doing it for like the past 3 races. We just keep zooming in on kids. It's a little weird.
Catch all that?
I'm ready to rip somebody's freaking head off.
Or that? Well, get ready for this, and a whole lot of this. I am Full Throttle. I am NASCAR.
It's fitting the race title is the ToyotaCare 250 here at
Direction up to 18. They passed Clements.
Have been dominating. John Hunter Nemechek leading 105. 11 laps led so far today for our pole sitter, Ty Gibbs. They are 1-2. As we look at our biggest movers, we talked earlier about Jeb Burton, Landon Castle. Daniel Hemrick's had a host of problems. He's up 19 spots. Good day for Riley Herbst. David Starr, give a call to him, +10. And Josh Berry didn't have the spots to gain because he out-qualified these guys. But the 8-car running third right now, he's +9. And you go just behind him, and his teammate Justin Allgaier, who swept a doubleheader weekend here in 2020.
Yep, I watched that. And Jeb Burton almost won his first race in the 8.
Some observations there, Coleman.
Yeah, hey, we've seen Justin Allgaier fire off really good in the first stage. You're seeing it again here. Looks like he's able to hang on a little bit here on the longer run. He's using his veteran experience here at Richmond to his advantage.
I don't think Gregson will go a lap down. Been about, or actually, no, never mind. Well, I think so. Been 15 laps. He lost about 4 seconds to the leader. It's about a 23 second lap, so I think he could stay in the lead lap.
On the surface of the racetrack here, guys. So you look for the paint, and surprisingly, right on the yellow line, even though it's
Anyway, for our 4 Dash for Cash drivers, Dinger in 4th, Austin Hill in 7th, Mayer in 11th, Gregson in 18th.
Is that you can find the paint with your right sides on the hatch marks. Even though they're separated, you can feel those kind of grip you up at times. So you see some cars sometimes look for that too. But this is where you want to wrap it just a little bit longer, straighten that wheel out, get it straight, try to get down this curves front straightaway, and watch how Herbst goes into the corner here. So search for that paint. They're all getting down on it. Like, yeah, we get on that thing, hook it around. You miss it, you're done. You want to make sure you get it. Nice straight launch off.
Isn't that what we called harvicking at the old Atlanta?
That's right.
See, he missed it. Came off the line right there. See how much he gave up so much gap right there. It gave Herbst the ability to pass him. Just by coming off that.
Mayer loses 11th to Riley Herbst.
Let him attack, just like that.
They're right rear. Right clear. All the way up.
Just everything about being disciplined. You know, this racetrack is about rhythm. You know, you just have to have a nice rhythm, just like Joey was talking on the paint. You know, there is a lot of little tricks in the bottom, in the hash marks, in the long run, running the middle in the 3 and 4 it's just very helpful, especially in the
Castle in 13th.
Regan, why you down in 10th?
Well, Daniel, you see Landon Castle in 13th place right now. A nice move through the field for him after some troubles earlier today. Came on the radio a moment ago, told his team that he felt like he overheated the right front. He had to take a couple of laps and back off. These Xfinity cars, I know you're able to back off of it and cool those tires, get them to come back to you. My question for you and Joey is, what is it like in the Cup cars now? Very different tires. Can you get those tires back if you overheat them or do something to make them angry?
Well, we'll let you know tomorrow.
No clue. I'll let you know as soon as I find out.
We're learning as we go.
I would assume, and we've seen that happen so many times at Richmond. Everything's looking good until you get traffic and your balance changes.
Oh yeah, Ryan Priest just passed Noah Gregson. Those two are battling for 19th.
I overslipped the right front one time, or I buzzed the rears on the exit one time.
And those two are just hanging on because they've had their problems.
It's just how this place is. You see Noah and Ryan Priest racing pretty hard here.
I'm just impressed that Noah is still fighting with no brakes on the lead lap. How he's doing it?
Well, I think in the long run,
He's lost.
we're going to actually see that car move forward. He's going to pay the penalty on the front end trying to race cars and drive in the corner to pass them and those type of things. But in the long run, he's probably saving some tire by not using the brake pedal and coasting around the racetrack, and he's going to start to get a reward.
Yeah, if you're just joining us and you're a Noah Gregson fan, qualified inside the top 5, but has had a host of brake issues, a couple of pit road penalties that resulted from multiple stops, and he finds himself outside the top 15. 23 laps to go, stage 2. John Hunter Nemechek leads. You're watching the Xfinity Series on FS1.
Yes. Going side by side.
Your car insurance? So you only pay for what
what you need? Oh, like how I customized this scarf? Wow, first time? Check out this backpack I made for Marco. Oh yeah? Well, check out this tux. Oh nice, that'll go perfect with these. Dude, those are so fire. Only pay for...
Parker Retzloff up in 13th now. He got past Landon Castle. That kid, he's doing a fantastic job in that 38 car. Put him in a Penske car and see how he does. Oh man, Retzloff up to 12th. He got past Creed, who slipped back a few positions. Looking at Ryan Preece, there's Jeb Burton. Noah Gregson's fallen is a lot behind now. Is farther behind now, but he's probably still. He's got to work on not fucking up his car because of his brakes. Looking at the battle, there was Castle, Creed, and Hemrick. Creed loses more positions. Creed has definitely been second fiddle to his teammate Austin Hill. I think Hill's won more truck races, I think. Hill's already won up on the Xfinity races. $18 to go on the stage. And once the stage ends, it'll be 100 laps to go. We've hit the halfway point of 125, 9 laps to go.
It just seems to be magical. Very good 3 starts late last year, including his second career win at Texas Motor Speedway. Today, the first of 3 starts he'll make in the 18 this year. And you see the numbers, leading 121 of 133 laps. He won the opening stage by nearly 5 seconds.
Joe Gibbs watching.
But his grandson is only a half a second back. At the end of stage 1, I mean, Nemechek just outclassed everybody.
You know, that tells you that the 54 is moving in the right direction, right? Because he was able to stay with the 18 in the short run. And he's not letting the 18 drive away from him. Then you look to the 8, you know, that also was very strong in stage 1, and he's not close to these 2 guys. So,
Toyota's doing well here and in the lower series. Yet in the top series, they got a goose egg right now for the next gen car.
Because everybody just expected he was going to win everything this year in the Camping World Truck Series, kind of like, you know, what he did last year. And they got off to a tough start, just some wrong place, wrong time stuff. And people start to doubt, right? When you have a run like this, I think you reinforce just how good you are as a race car driver. And no slouch behind him, Ty Gibbs, who's been solid today as well, Jamie.
He really has. He captured his first short track pole earlier today, and then he hung out and he went over and watched from Denny Hamlin's pit box as he practiced and qualified. He's just a sponge when it comes to NASCAR racing. That's all he eats, sleeps, and breathes. So far, the car is a little bit better than the first run. They just told him John Hunter Nemechek is missing his marks a bit, starting to fade, so keep doing what you're doing.
And I loved what Ty's crew chief Chris Gale said to you last week at COTA, Jamie. Ty is just a gym rat. He wants every bit of information he can get. And that's why he's been so successful at such a young age.
Absolutely. You got to be a student of the sport. At this level, everybody is good. Everyone has talent at this point. Most anybody in this series can go fast. But that's why sometimes you see drivers that don't normally have a good car, you put them in a good car, they go fast. They're going to go fast, but
all right, Noah Gregson, the last driver to do that. He'll probably go a lap down. He's probably going to be stuck like that the rest of the race. I was wrong. 11 to go. Creed and Burton, they're in 18th and 19th. And there's Kyle Sieg, a lap down. Mason Massey will be the next.
Back here in our second stage. Jeff Burton going around in the 27. Give a call to Jeff's teammate, Our Motorsports, in the top 10 in the form of Anthony Alfredo. And look at this.
Parker Retzlaff. Mayer made his way up to 10th. Retzlaff follows him, passing Brandon Jones. Parker Retzlaff, this kid is going to be...
Brandon Jones trying to get back inside the top 10 at the end of this second stage. I am just so impressed with him.
I'm a big fan of this.
I mean, we were going about Roger Caruth. We were talking about Derek Griffith. But, man, Parker Retzlaff. I think he had problems in his first start of the year. I think it was Phoenix
You know, that tells you that he's smart
or something. But, man, this dude is awesome.
to put these races together. So very, very good job for Parker. I hope that he keeps doing what he's doing, and he's gonna.
Herbst and Hill battling for the 8th position, and here comes Sam Mayer into the equation. He's got $100,000 on the line for this one.
We talked about the driver being important here. The pit crew is ultra important here. You're going to come down pit road a lot. You're going to use every set of tires you guys got here, and you lose that track position.
Trying to get his way up to 9th, but he still can't make the pass on Hill. Herbst made his way up.
Keep yourself up in the top 4 or 5 to be able to manage the race the way you want to.
Really good second stage for Riley Herbst, who is up to 8th in the battle for the lead.
Here comes Ty Gibbs to the inside of John Hunter Nemechek. Gibbs takes the lead. Of course he does.
Richmond with 7 to go, stage 2.
Yeah, late in the run here.
Well, Nemechek give his teammate the bumper to try and get around him.
You know, to see how much gain they made on the 54 car from what they did in the first run to now, as we see their pass for the lead one more time. You see the 18 missed the paint, and the 54 hit the paint and just wrapped it around and got position just like that. That's all it takes here at this point. You got to be so precise, and they did a good job getting the 54 car better to where Ty can do that now. He can wrap the paint really well.
And keep all this in mind. Keep all this in mind for the final stage. The race has got a real long run feel, right? And so if that pans out in the final stage,
It'd be good for Ty Gibbs.
found a sweet spot in that regard.
Hill made his way up to 9th, and Parker Retzlaff does as well. And there's the lap. Noah Gregson, the last car in the lead lap. He's got to hold on. At least try. Maybe he can get the lucky dog.
Maybe not for very long, but it's impressive what he's able to do, you know, with very, very limited brakes.
I'm not surprised to see the 9 racing the 54. I didn't think, though, it would be to stay on the lead lap, all the brake problems, and now Noah compromised, and Ty trying to take advantage here, coming to 3 to go in this second stage.
You know, right here, Noah wants to hold him up as much as possible.
Yeah, 3 laps to go on the stage.
Ty's gonna pass him. There's no stopping.
Problem is, there's another car in front of him about a second ahead. And if they get past, he loses the luck. He loses a free pass. I think he should have kept battling at least for one more lap. Yeah, there are 3 cars ahead. 2 laps to go. And now they're 3 wide. It's going to slow them down relative to the leader even more. Creed. Moffitt. Moffitt's already a lap down. Sheldon Creed's been on a free fall throughout the field. And there it goes.
The 02 is already a lap down. The 2 and 51 are not. So Sheldon Creed is fighting now.
Looks like the 2.
Jeremy Clements' final lap.
So, final lap of the stage. Will Noah Gregson be able to get that free pass? Right now, Gibbs is kind of stuck. Brett Moffitt blocking. Hold up to 54. Will the 2 get to stay on the lead lap? 2 stays on the lead lap. Noah Gregson on the free pass. Ty Gibbs wins the stage. Nemechek second. Barry third. Looks like Ryan Sieg passed for 4th, which I missed. Allmendinger 5th. Alfredo 6th. Allgaier 7th. Herbst 8th. Mayer 9th. And Parker Retzlaff.
But that's his first stage victory, the 4th of his career.
Hey, hon.
Alrighty, 100 laps to go in this race.
Okay, you spent way too much time rehearsing that. The champ here, his gig speeds run on can't catch me Wi-Fi.
Okay, that's fast.
Fast? Let's leave them in the dust fast.
Nice, Noah, but we're talking about Xfinity X5. It's fast like take home the checkered flag fast. Can your internet do that?
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you line.
Need.
Liberty Bibbity. Liberty. Are we married to Mutual? Only pay for what you.
Are we married to Mutual? Shrimp cat food? That's a new one for me.
Only one stage remains in the ToyotaCare 2.
97 laps to go. Car is driving on the pit road for repairs.
And drivers taking advantage, led down by the race leader, Ty Gibbs to Regan Smith.
Well, Adam, the 18 of John Hunter Nemechek needed more front turn the first run of the race. Definitely needs more now. That car getting too tight through the center, not turning as well as he would like to. And the 8 car of Josh Berry started that run good, as we noted, but it got too tight as the run went on. He wants an adjustment for that. Jamie?
And Ryan Segan, the 39, sneaky fast so far. 4th there in that second stage. Doesn't want any service, doesn't need
Ryan, he could get that Dash for Cash spot for Martinsville.
54. Ty Gibbs said he lost some drive, a little loose off tight center. Another air pressure adjustment. That's what they did last time in 4 tires.
All right.
Work by the crew. And the free pass there did go to Noah Gregson. So
Yep.
just over 20 cars on the lead lap. Top
Brandon
3
Jones, Landon
focus
Castle
on
again in
the
some
lane. Let's talk
spots.
to
I'm guessing
Ty
Parker
Gibbs.
Rex lost
Hey,
some.
little amigo. This is Daniel Suarez up here in the booth. Can you hear me?
My amigo, what's up, buddy?
What's up, my friend? How are things going down there? I saw we were watching obviously, and the first stage you fired up very, very strong, and then it looked like the long run wasn't there. But the second stage, man, you looks amazing. How are things going over there? How you feeling for the last and longer stage?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. You know, we got a fast monster included here at Supra. We're a little bit tight there at the first run, and we got better, so we're making the right adjustments, amigo. Hopefully we can hit it here and maybe hit one out of the ballpark.
Sounds good, my friend. Good luck. We're gonna be watching.
Thanks, amigo.
You know, speeding penalties have been a thing today. Daniel Hemrick got one. Noah Gregson got one in that cycle of stops earlier. Here, Josh Berry, who left the road in 3rd. He was caught speeding.
No!
And so was the 51 of Jeremy Clements.
Fucking hell.
You gotta be a hustler
And there's.
if you're gonna make good things happen.
Oh, they're getting stuff for the brakes again for that 9 team.
Everyone.
That 9 team is just trying to fucking survive. You know, hoods up. That's never good.
Between two of the greatest rivals in all of sports. That would be the Yankees and the Red Sox. It all happens 3:30 Eastern time on FS1 and the Fox Sports app, followed by Cup Series racing from Martinsville, Virginia. What a great Saturday on FS1.
I'll miss the truck race because I got to stream the ending to.
You make a pit stop and you leave with equipment. And it's this particular piece of equipment, Joey, you are...
He's all jacked up now. You can't do that. He's got to start in the back. He's got the jack with him. There's extra parts.
What the fuck?
Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you
Parsons, F1 Parsons took the jack with him at a pit
I'm
road.
gonna try to defend a little bit our amigo there. That I saw the guy trying to pull the jack. Like in that situation, what do you think happened? Like why the jack actually got stuck in there? I mean, I saw the guy trying to pull the jack, and the jack just got stuck somehow in there.
Well, I mean, it could be a few
Someone's
things.
getting fired for that.
The timing of the jack band with the driver, right? When the jack drops, that is the signal for the driver to drop the clutch and get out of dodge. And if the timing of that isn't just right, if the driver's a little bit too soon, or the jack band just didn't get it, didn't release the handle quick enough or all the way down to where it can come off of the jack stop and let the car leave. All that timing has to be just right. That's how the whole pit stop is. If one thing's off,
Parker red flop, uncontrolled tire.
That was one little mistake.
Damn.
That is going to cost them to make them start in the rear.
Ready for the final stage, front row. Joe Gibbs Racing, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, best in the dash for cash. Is AJ Allmendinger. He restarts third. Off we go at Richmond.
Here we go. Ty back to the lead. Nemechek in second. Dinger third.
Don't look now. Justin Allgaier has made his way to the top 5.
But those Gibbs cars have been so strong today. Now they have track position. This is the first time since the beginning of the race that we've seen Gibbs out front being able to pace the field at his pace, what he wants to do, and manage it. We'll see how that goes this run, and also how the other cars are able to make changes on that last pit stop. This will be an interesting last 90
Sam Mayer. He's got some money to win. Now we're in the final stage. Priest has made his way back up to the 13th position.
That's the second time he's done that and spun his tires. That'll be something to keep up with later in the race as you choose for that most crucial
Jones and Sieg battling for 5th. Mayer is right behind. He's going to lose a spot to Daniel Hemrick.
And I love that insight from Coleman. But, Coleman made 3 starts here as a driver in the Xfinity Series. Invaluable knowledge from the spotter stand for Coleman and so many others that work Saturday and Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to have up on the roof as a driver. driver, somebody that sees not only calling the inside and the outside and where the cars are and all that stuff, but the details of, hey, maybe you don't want to choose behind a 39. He's not firing off too good. You know, that's good info. The driver doesn't get to see that all the time. You know, and those things all kind of add up. Jamie, what do you have on the 38?
Well, Joey, we've talked about Parker Retzlaff and the drive through the field he's had to do a couple of times. I believe
22nd.
he's now lost about 22 spots on pit road. I just talked to his crew chief, Steve Addington. He said, hey, these guys are thrown together. They don't pit for him all the time. This isn't a full-time effort. He said, but we've seen how good this kid is now. We need to build a better pit crew around him.
Well, and in addition to the long stop here at the end of stage 2, there's Steve Addington, by the way. He also had an uncontrolled tire, so because of the penalty, you have to drop to the rear. Now, Ty Gibbs is checked out at the front, but the battle for second really good right now, Nemechek and Allmendinger.
Absolutely. This is what I was saying earlier, where AJ really is able to fire off pretty good. You see right behind AJ, the 7, Justin Allgaier, creep into the picture as well, as the three of them kind of battle it out.
Hey, Daniel Hemrick up in the top 10 and 7.
Slowly making progress, right? Slowly making progress. I mean, this is a very, very important stage of the race. Just because at this point,
Priest
you're getting
making the
very
move
close
for
to
10th on
and
Anthony
if you have a
Alfredo.
fast car or close to a fast car, you're gonna have one more shot to make an adjustment. That's it. So you better be close because you're gonna have only one more shot at it.
Nice comeback for Priest.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just talking about Ryan Priest and how he was able to recover from having a tire going down at the end of the first stage, kind of get himself back up towards the front here. Now got himself back into the top 10 for the last green flag run here.
And I touched on
Kyle Sieg behind the wall.
who starts in the back after they change the radiator. After the opening stage, he made modest gains, was in the top 20, gets a speeding penalty, drops to the rear again, and now our reigning champion in position for his 3rd top 10 of the season.
That's what Richmond's all about, right? I mean, just being methodical. I keep saying this over and over again. Being a smart racer at this racetrack means so much. Just getting your way through the field, dealing with the adversity that's going to be thrown your way. It's going to happen at some point. It's not going to go perfect all the time. It may be for Ty Gibbs right now, but you never know what's going to happen, and you're going to have to, battle through something most likely during this long race.
Yeah, whatever adjustments they made to that 54, he's just gone. He's very, very strong right now. But we have a fight here for 3rd, 4th place between the 7, the 16, and the 18. I think these guys, they're looking forward to keep making progress on this run to see exactly what they got and have one more opportunity for
Allgaier making his way up, trying to make it eventually make the way to pass for 3rd. Dinger, only driver with a top 10 in every race this season. He won last week at Coda, becoming the 4th regular to win, or 4th driver to win. Hill, Custer, Gibbs, Bryson. Okay, 5th driver to win.
Not eligible because he's signed up for points in the Camping World Truck Series. You got to be in it to win it, and all those guys think about that a little bit as you look forward.
Absolutely. I mean, a chance to go for $100 grand. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of cash. You gotta put yourself in position to do that. And if you're AJ right now, you're
Hill making his way past Alfredo.
But I know it's bittersweet. You want to win the race, most importantly.
Dinger making his way to 3rd.
Taking that spot over. Not a surprise here. The 7 hasn't qualified good all year long. Not at any racetrack. But he's been able to race really well. And as you see here once again at Richmond, picking his way up into the 3rd place.
He's on a 30-race winless streak. Justin Allgaier. Last time he won last May at Darlington. He is due. And if he keeps knocking on the door like this, he could go out and end that streak. Right now, though, the man is Ty Gibbs. Could he be in line for his 3rd win in 7 races this year? Looks good right now.
I hope his engine blows.
Oh, hello. Lucky for me, there's some great golf here in the Carolinas. Whether you golf or not, Geico could help you score some great savings on car insurance. Maybe even hundreds of dollars. Whoa. that's a par 5, mind you.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
We took the truck that helped build this country.
I wonder, I'd love to drive a golf cart once. Just for fun. Thank you to or whoever also just subbed. Oh, hi, Aaliyah Kenny. Welcome to the stream. I didn't even see you there. I'm assuming you're the subscriber, so thank you very much. I mean, I don't watch football personally, but I'm assuming the other guy did.
$250 en Richmond Raceway. Y Adam, por favor dinos quién ha sido los más rápidos en la carrera de hoy hasta el día de hoy, hasta en este momento.
Based on rehearsal, you're asking me who's fastest in the race, right? Because if not, I need some translation.
Ty Gibbs, no fucking shit.
Ty Gibbs, top of the board, no surprise there. Gregson great early, but had the brake problems, and there you see Nemechek, Allmendinger.
All have been in the front at some point.
69 to go.
69.
Strategy because these guys were in their window to go the distance the minute they pitted at the end of stage 2. Fuel not a factor. Tires are. They've got one set, but the only way you pit is if you get a caution.
Yeah, and I would assume at this point, you look at the last green flag run being around 100 laps. It's probably the fastest to split that thing right down the center. Making a green flag pit stop right in the middle of the stage.
Alrighty.
But I don't know if that's the move you want to make at this point.
Do you think we could see pit stops if there's no caution?
No, I don't think so.
Priest is up to 8th.
I think you can, and it may be faster overall, but if that caution comes out late, you don't have track position anymore, and you have old tires. If you had 2 sets laying right now, you may think about doing that.
Yeah.
But right now, that you only have 1 set in the box. I think you run until the caution comes out, and then you put your tires on.
And if the caution doesn't come out by 25 to go, what do you do?
I think it's too late at that point. You put tires on at that point.
You can recover, right?
I don't think you can come all the way back around. Think about how much time you're going to lose while you're on pit road. It's going to be hard to make that up, I believe.
Look at this guy.
Josh Berry.
Got the speeding penalty,
14th. He's 14th right now.
But he's put the rally cap on.
There's Castle and Herbst in 11th and 12th.
14th to Berry. And Mr. Consistency, Landon Castle in 11th and racing Riley Herbst.
Why is he Mr. Consistency?
Still there, not tight. Still out there, though, door.
You hear the spotter there saying, not tight. When a car is right on their door, really, really tight, that takes a lot of air or side force off the inside car. And as a driver, you want to know that. You want to know how tight someone is on your door to know how hard I could drive down in a corner or what that corner exit is going to be like so you can maximize your speed. Coleman, you got more down that?
All Guy and Ning are still battling it out.
We're seeing up front here the battle for the lead. We see the 54 and the 18. Both of them showing that they can be good on the long run.
They're battling out for 3rd. Dinger is going to get back around.
Managing his stuff. How do you know as a driver, what can we do as a spotter to help you manage your tires as a leader when you don't see that guy in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, you're just managing gaps, right? As the leader, you just want to know, hey, how far back is he? Right here you see the last, gap's been. He's managed it kind of to stay within the same 1/10 of a second or so over the last 4 laps. So, you know, if you're Ty Gibbs, that's where you want to kind of keep it. Get me out there a second or so, and let me just try to manage that gap, save my
Looks like
time.
Nemechek's gap has been increasing. And also Ty Gibbs running into lap traffic.
You want to just kind of manage it and keep it somewhat close so you don't just use up your stuff.
And hey, Coleman, put on your negotiation hat because you're working around some lap traffic. You want them to move out of the way, right?
Yeah, when you're the leader at this stage of the race, you want the spotter to be making amigos up there and say, hey, help me out, move out of the way. Because you just want to have as much clean air as possible. Jamie, what do you have on the 54?
Well, Daniel, you guys talk about tires, saving your tires because of the excessive wear. Well, I got a couple of different ideas to show you here of what we talk about. Look at how dirty and gummy and rubbered up these tires are. This is off of our leader, the 54. This is the right front that came off after stage 1. Look how it's corded all around the inside.
Yep.
This is the right front that came off after stage 2. A little bit of excessive wear on the inside, but definitely not as bad as the track continues to wear in, and he's running up front, guys.
I think someone's got a crush on you now, Jamie.
Hi, Art Jamie. And the camera over his got covered up. Nemechek's margin is gaining. And also, he's now, Gibbs is trying, now he's got to get by Stefan Parsons, who was fast in practice earlier. But it's all it does is help Nemechek get closer.
It's rough, and it's really ripping the rubber off the tire.
Battle for fourth gonna speed up as Brendan Jones goes in on Justin Allgaier.
And the tires don't wear as much. On top of, I'm sure they made the balance of the car a little bit better too.
The other thing is that opening run of the race, 75 laps under green, right? We didn't have any cautions in the opening stage. It's going to be more than that in the final stage, but right around probably 90 laps is what it will be in this final stage green if we don't get a caution based on when we return to the green flag. Gibbs, Nemechek, the Dinger, Allgaier, and Jones, your top 5 with 57 to go.
All right. I just sit back and wait. Still waiting and waiting and waiting. Stamps. Oh, UPS. Ready to go back? Yes.
Amigos, sharing a Saturday afternoon at the racetrack. I love that.
I love it. Where's our hat?
Look at this. Look just like it.
I'm the one that needs the sombrero, okay?
I'm not too far behind you.
What they do in the movie, maybe we should do that.
Yeah. You should know how it goes.
Something like this.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And we've officially gone viral, ladies.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
How many people are going to make a gif of Daniel Suarez grasping his butt?
Hey, 50 laps to go, and enough of our nonsense. What do we expect?
20% of the race left, and they're talking about
You're going
Daniel
to see
Suarez.
Ty really stay up front right now. He's got a really fast car. He's managing the pace of the race. But I also see that a caution can come out at any point. And we've seen that at these Xfinity races every single week so far, and that's going to change the game completely. So, although it looks like he's up there and things are going well, it could change in a blink of an eye.
What do you see in Nemechek? Because he's been there all day long, and he's really not letting Ty get too far away.
Yeah. I still have faith on the 18. You know, the 18 has been fast all day. He has had a good short run speed, a decent long run speed, but the 54 seems like they step up their game. So we're looking forward to give them one more opportunity to make adjustments and see if he can respond back to the 54 and maybe give a little run for their money.
Right on cue. We have a pit report on the 18 of John Hunter Nemechek. What's happening, Regan?
Well, Adam, you guys ask, you shall receive. I actually want to ask a question, though. Thinking back to that last caution that came out, John Hunter Nemechek had just gotten passed by the 54. On the radio, he was very adamant about his car needing more front turn. Earlier in the race, he had asked for it, but didn't know how much he needed. I'm wondering if that's not a good break, that he had an opportunity at the end of a run to see where the 54 was better, gauge his car, and now he can manipulate this race as we get this long run in right here.
It's such a balance, Regan. You know how it is. Like, yeah, I want more turn, but I'm not willing to give up my drive off, right? Or I'm not willing to be freer into the corner. There's only a certain amount of tools that the crew chief has to work with at this point during the race. He's got air pressure, wedge, and track bar. And that's it. And a lot of times it's really hard to hit one spot in the corner. You know, I just need turn right at the 1/3 or right in the center of the corner. Yeah, okay. What are you willing to give up? Well, nothing. I want to go faster. That's what I need to go faster. But then the crew chief will argue with you right back. I don't have the tools to fix just one thing. So it's definitely a challenge. And as a driver, you have to.
Traffic continuing to help Nemechek get back up there, but now the next lot of traffic's a bit in front.
And what's the thing you have to
Mayer and Hill side by side, 6 seconds back of the leader of Dasher Cash, AJ Allmendinger.
Yes. Sam Mayer 8th, Austin Hill 9th. You know, just in front of these guys.
Sup, El Barto? Oh, man.
Thinking the 5 would be a player, drops like a rock at the end of stage 1, loses the lead lap, gets the free pass after an early caution second stage, and here he is back in the game. Jamie, what do you have on Allmendinger?
Well, AJ Allmendinger doing a nice job running third
Reese
right
in
now.
7th.
First off, the bad news, the car's on top of the track, the tires are gone, and he's been saying that throughout this race. Just not really comfortable. He feels like that right rear is just completely worn out. Just taking care of it conservative here. But the good news is right now he's looking like that $100,000 man, hoping to take home that dash for cash.
Yeah, he wins $100,000, and then he's eligible for $100,000 more.
Right, actually, no, it's whoever wins the Dash for Cash in the next 3.
AJ there a little bit. We've seen this all race where
That's
the
a
long run,
provision
he's really
for
been
it.
falling off as we see a great battle for 8th and 9th place here. But AJ's been kind of falling off on the long run. A little surprising. Probably everyone here is one of the most experienced guys, but like you said, it takes a setup to go along with the right driving style on top of it. And it doesn't seem like the long haul, the 16 car has what it takes.
So the Dash for Cash guys, and right now those that would
41 to go.
Gibbs, Allmendinger, Allgaier, Brandon Jones. Outside looking in, Ryan Sieg. He's 6th on track, right behind Brandon Jones. I think about that race team. You know, they're good on short tracks. If they could get eligible and win $100,000 for that group, it would be absolutely amazing to see that happen for them.
Oh, it'd be game-changing for sure. And he's right there. He's not far from being able to do that. Remember, John Hunter Nemechek is not eligible for the Dash for Cash. So,
Correct.
you know, all you have to be is the
Now,
top 4.
yeah, luckily that Ryan Sieg will fight out Brandon Jones for that last Dash for Cash spot. Less than 40 laps to go.
You just have to be the best finisher of those that are eligible, and as we've talked about and said so many times. Right
Josh
now,
Berry made his way back up to the top 10.
to AJ Allmendinger. And in fact, really the only time today it didn't belong to him was in that first portion of the race when, before Noah had the brake problems and AJ was rallying. Really from stage 2 on, it's been the 16 with the cash in his pocket and trying not to lose it.
Oh, Nemechek, great run on the 54 now. Car's holding him up. Is it Roger Carruth again? Parker Retzlaff has made his way back up to 15th.
Once again, pit stop problems penalty. And here he is, Parker Retzlaff, 15th. Remarkable day for him.
He's passed the most cars. that's for sure. As he's had to keep coming back from the rear. And even further to the rear this time, because we noted he had to start at the tail end of all the cars, not just some of them. As we got a battle here for the lead in lap traffic, John Hunter Nemechek trying to take advantage.
Now they're side by side. Here comes Nemechek on the inside.
Check down low, gives up high.
This is going to be a hard pass, guys. This is not.
Yeah, they got 2 cars too wide in front of them as well. There's Brett Moffitt, and there's another car, a light blue one. Oh, they touch. They bump. 36 to go. They're now no longer. The cars in front of them are no longer one side by side. The other car was David Starr along with Brett Moffitt.
A lot of things, in place right now. I think the traffic is playing a huge role into this race right now.
Nemechek lost his side by side.
And they got this lap car. They're going to use him as a pick.
Oh, they bump off him again. Trying to side travel the 54.
I know Nemechek has nothing to lose, not running here full time, but I've never.
He wants a win.
To race conservatively, and he's already got 2 wins in the bag. So really, for all intents and purposes, he doesn't have anything to lose either.
They keep bouncing off each other like a pinball machine. Nemechek clears to take the lead. Now they move past the 02 of Brett Moffitt. He's making a crossover. Bumper to the back of the 54. No, he didn't get there. The Ty Gibbs pull away now.
I'm sure the 54 didn't appreciate the door slam either, so opens the door there a little bit.
1/8 of the race to go.
How do you take care of your tires right now? Race it for the lead.
It's go time.
We're going to go to break, but we'll stay side by side as the battle for the lead is on. 2 young stars for Joe Gibbs Racing. Ty Gibbs and John Hunter Nemechek trading paint at Richmond.
Let me update the standings again.
Security. All right, the fuse box is right through the store. Which one is it? Securing the
Sam Mayer. If he can pass a few more cars, he might have a shot at Allmendinger.
Seriously?
For the money.
Guys, abort mission. Get your helmets. You guys are gonna love this thing.
There's Castle and Brandon Brown. Now, then one of Mayer got to fight his teammate off, Allgaier, and then the 4th place car, Ryan Sieg, is right in front of them.
It's a night race. You remember the last night races at Bristol in September, right? It's the Food City Dirt Race, 7 p.m. on Easter Sunday, April 17th. Save big by grabbing a weekend package today at BristolMotorspeedway.com. Remember, this isn't just any dirt race.
First making
it's
the
a
pass
dirt
on
race
Brandon
at
Jones.
Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby.
One historic game. Ryan time event. Saturday, April 16th, USFL makes history with a special opening night as the Birmingham Stallions open the season against the New Jersey Generals. Live on Fox and NBC.
The biggest game.
USFL kicks off Saturday, April 16th on Fox and NBC.
Catch all that? Well, get ready for this. I am Full Throttle. I am NASCAR.
A lot happening on track with 25 laps to go at Richmond for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Ty Gibbs is pulled back in front of teammate John Hunter Nemechek. Allmendinger continues third, but look at Sam Mayer going for $100,000. He's up to fourth. Ryan Sieg in the top 5, and he's got a dash for cash position and going in the wrong direction right now in 6th. Justin Allgaier, Regan.
Well, Adam, it appeared
Mayer, I didn't notice Mayer made his way up to 4th, past Ryan Sieg. He's got about 20 laps or so to make it up to Allmendinger.
Not this run, struggling to keep the tires on the car again this run. Into the corner loose, exiting the corner loose. So a little bit of the same from earlier in the race for Justin.
And closing in now on the 7 is the 98 of Riley Herbst. Here's Ryan Sieg, and we've been selling him about getting one of those dash for cash spots going to Martinsville, and he's got one
right now. The 4 would be Gibbs, Dinger, Mayer, and Sieg at Martinsville.
Regulars, Nemechek not eligible.
Now Rex about to go a lap down. He's probably going to be a nuisance, especially with Ty Gibbs being a contender for the point standings.
We already saw the 18. They can manage the traffic 1, 3, 4. So let's see how the 54 does right now. You know, the worst he can have in front of him is too wide. You know, 2 cars racing each other. So hopefully he doesn't get anyone in front of him racing each other side by side.
Yeah, it's going to get big here again as these guys keep racing for trying to stay on
a
a lead
lap
lap. There's
down.
nothing wrong with that. They're trying to stay on a lead lap. They're racing for something important. These two are racing for the lead together. It's going to get tight. They got a lot of lap traffic still ahead of them to get through. And it just presents opportunity for Nemechek, right? Just go where he's not. You know, try to do something a little bit different, hoping that he gets stacked up and you can get back underneath him and try to take the lead over like he did last time they got the traffic.
And the final 10% of the race now.
There's no doubt right now that Ty Gibbs has the dominant car. His car is definitely faster, but John Hunter's he's doing a good job, just staying close enough to pounce if something was to happen. As you see 2 wide up in front of them, more cars they got to get through. They're getting the faster lap down cars, right? Or tail end of the lead lap right now. These that are faster will be harder to pass.
Not just faster, but guys that have so much on the line, they're going to race you that much harder. And I'm sure it's stressful in the race car, but what about on a spotter stand in this scenario, Coleman?
Yeah, hey, you know, we're leaning shoulders. We're trying to push each other around just like these guys are. What I'm seeing right here, look at what's closing up here for this 3rd place battle. That's a $100,000 gap closing up. I want to talk to AJ or to Joey and Daniel in the booth. What can we do? How can we encourage you to whip that little whip a little bit harder? Try to get that last little bit out of AJ before Sam Mayer gets him.
That's a good question.
You just telling me he's catching me is enough to tell me to get going. But
Mayer is closing in hard on Dinger. The gap was 2 seconds a few laps ago. Now it's down to 0.3.
You're racing for that $100,000.
Here comes Mayer. 100K on the line. Mayer on the inside. Here he comes. Dinger has led dash for cash for most of the race, but here comes the 19-year-old Sam Mayer. Wait, 18-year-old.
In this race, we talked about Parker Retzloff, Sam Mayer, also from the great state of Wisconsin. Only
there we go. Mayer to 3rd.
As he passes AJ Allmendinger for 3rd, 4th, the best run of his career last year at Martinsville, and now he's in line to win
$100,000.
That's a lot of money for everyone.
Well, what cheeseburgers that could buy. Herbst got past Allgaier as well.
It's a career best payday.
All right. Now I'm suddenly more awake, which is always wonderful.
Let's put this out there. The driver doesn't get all $100,000.
Yeah. Maybe we're overselling.
Let's be honest here. It goes to the team first, and then dispersed on however everyone's deals are. But it's still a lot of money for everybody, don't get me wrong.
Hey, you know, there's another breaking story at the front of the field with a teenager. 19-year-old Ty Gibbs trying to get the 7th win of his career. Currently, the quickest to 7 career victories, my man Joey Logano.
Oh, is this going to beat me?
And you were 20, and he's 19.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure that record's going to get beat. If it's not today, it'll probably be soon.
What's up, Jamie?
Well, you talk about this run that Sam Mayer has had, the comeback. He fell back early on, but he told me before this race, this is a short track. This is his bread and butter. This is what he grew up racing on. He said, we're going to be good today. And on top of that, all the extra incentive, the dash for cash, the $100 grand, we want to go for it. And right now, great comeback.
They're going for it, and they've got the cash.
And I go back to the way they became eligible was last week at COTA, final turn, final lap. He passes Myatt Snyder to get a dash for cash position. If he doesn't get that spot, we're not even talking about him today when it comes to winning the $100,000. And another thing I would say, young kid, talented, fast, stringing good runs together. He can become dangerous really fast. Regan?
Oh, ahead of the 98 of Riley Herbst having a very nice run today as well. Fought loose early on with that race car, but about 25 laps ago told his team, if we can get up front, I feel like we got a car that can run with anybody right now. Well, he's right. The difference is, though, he drove that car to the front. They didn't have to use strategy or anything like that. Very good right now for Riley Herbst.
And he's racing for a dash for cash spot next week as well.
Yeah, and obviously a very important run for Riley Herbst. Had a rough, first part of the season here with a lot of crashes, a lot of mistakes, a lot of things happening. A solid run is very important for this team right now.
Thomas Herbst and Sieg battling for 5th.
Ty Gibbs continues to lead his teammate, John Hunter.
We've had we didn't have a single accident, caution for accident, just for debris and stage cautions.
Yeah, hey, we haven't seen the line move up the track much today, but if we watch Sam Mayer, he's moving down the track. He's not even using all the racetrack on the front straightaway.
10 laps to go.
That he's running off turn 4, and when we tell him to get low off turn 4 tomorrow, this is what we mean.
Yeah, when you get low off the straightaway, at this point, you got 90 or 80 laps on your tires. You got no drive anymore. Straightening out the exit is a way to get a lot of drive. And what you see a lot of guys do, especially on the long haul here, is that they'll run low down the straightaway. One, getting out of the rubber a little bit, looking for a little bit more drive down there, but really just straightening it out seems to give you a little bit better launch off the corner.
Exactly. I mean, it's very important to remember that the straightaway is actually the straightaway. You know, like you're still turning in the front straightaway of in Richmond.
Oh, is Gibbs coming up on lap traffic again? The margin seems to have shrunken from Nemechek to Gibbs.
Sometimes wide open, so it's very, very important to try to make it just like Coleman and Joey were mentioning, just trying to make it as straight as possible. And sometimes going in the center of the track is the best way.
Lap car starting to thin out for Ty Gibbs. 7 laps remaining. And seeing these two Joe Gibbs racing Toyotas at the front late in the race here at Richmond, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the bump and run Carl Edwards College. I mean, it's not unprecedented for teammates from the JGR camp to run into one another. Something tells me they'll be more delicate with one another today, especially with the boss man watching over 6 to go.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I think if he can get there, he's going to try to win this thing, and he's not letting him get away. He's right on him. You see, Ty make a little mistake there, missing the bottom just by a little bit. Those little things are keeping John Hunter right.
Yeah, Nemechek still coming up. 6 to go. Coming to 5 to go.
Is one little mistake.
2 teammates going to duke it out on a short track. 5 laps to go.
How much pressure on Ty right now?
He has had the race under control for a long time. But right now,
Nemechek so close. Here he comes to the inside. They're side by side going down the back stretch. This is going to be the battle. They bump. Owning the line, they're side by side. Gibbs had the upper hand at that lap.
It doesn't get any better than this. 4 laps to go at Richmond.
Gibbs has dominated this race. Nemechek trying to close. Ooh, they bounce off each other again. They're still side by side.
He's at his quarter here.
Like right there, if I was
Door, bumper, bumper, door. At the line this time, it's Nemechek. 3 to go. Nemechek seems to be clear. He pulls in front of the 54. Will the 54 try to crossover? Yes, he will. He puts the bumper to the back of the 18. He does it again and again. Damn, he's roughing up his teammate. Here comes Gibbs to the inside of the 18.
There'll be 2 laps to go this time around.
He can't clear. 2 laps to go.
Hunter's going to take off the corner there and try to get a little bit of a gap. He just got to get some breathing room here.
Probably got some lap cars in front. That might help Ty Gibbs again.
I still think the 54 is a little bit better.
But God damn, Gibbs is just roughing up the...
He just gave a little bit of air there again, Daniel. That's all it took for Ty to get in there.
Oh! Gibbs and Nemechek contact. They stay straight. Nemechek leads at the line. Final lap. Who's going to win this one? 2 Toyotas duking it out on the final lap. I mean, one of them's going to spin out. Gibbs relentlessly trying to boot his teammate out of the way. Here they go down the back stretch. Gibbs has got to run. Nemechek on the outside. Gibbs cuts Nemechek. Loses it on the final turn. Gibbs will win at Richmond. Jesus Christ. And I don't think Nemechek is happy about that one.
John Hunter, not too impressed with that move.
No, I wouldn't be. Yeah, but he was fucking his bumper up the last 3 laps.
At that point is who's going to do it first.
It's ridiculous. A little ridiculous.
Good job, but probably a little bit nice.
100 laps, it comes down to that. We go green the whole
Oh yeah, and Sam Mayer wins the $100,000.
Gibbs wins the race. Nemechek is second. Sam Mayer, the 18-year-old, takes home the money. He's the winner of $100,000 in the Dash for Cash.
Great job by Sam. Great job. Maybe he can resign next week or something.
Youth is served. A 19-year-old gets the checkered flag, and an 18-year-old gets the check.
How about that? I can't wait to hear some interviews after this.
Oh, yeah.
How about you? I want some John Hunter interview here.
What do you think he could have done different? I mean, once you're already side by side and back straight.
Yeah, you kind of know what's going to happen when you go into the corner on the outside of the last lap.
Hemrick 6th, Berry 9th, 7th, Brown 8th, Sieg 9th. Parker Retzlaff with a top 10.
Spot to be in for sure.
You know, we always say at places like Daytona,
Gibbs gets a 7th win, but man, that was a dirty way to win it.
We don't always ask that at a short track, but I wonder today if roles are reversed, are we talking about a different winner? As it stands, Ty Gibbs is the man. 3rd win in 7 races this year, and the 7th win of his career. And he's done it in 25 starts.
Ty Gibbs did an incredible job. He did an incredible job. I think he did exactly what he needed to do. I was just a little bit surprised that John Hunter didn't push a little bit more the envelope since he's not racing full time here. He only cares about the trophy. I was just a little bit surprised on that, but Ty did exactly what he needed to do. Very, very well deserved win.
He's won on road courses. He's won on intermediates. And now
Nemechek looks very unhappy.
Himself as a short track sensation. Today he leads 113 laps and is able to win at Richmond. Jamie?
And Ty Gibbs does it. He wins from the pole at a short track for the first time. Burn it down here. Amazing battle all race long with your teammate John Hunter Nemechek. That bump though at the end that got you the win. What is that fine line you walk, Ty, when you're racing for a win against a teammate?
Yeah, I definitely deserve one back, and I like I said, I deserve it back. But we're racing for wins, and they're hard to come by. So I had to take it. It just. We were just
what the you were banging on his bumper like you almost turned him. Like literally, he gets pounded on for last three laps.
Good for Toyota, finished 1-2. just got in there deep and, had to bump him out of the way up the track. So, we're short track racing. But, thank you to Monster Energy.
I mean, you can have great short track racing without that. Like, looking at the Martinsville finish last year, Gregson and Cindric raced each other clean down the final 2 laps, and it was sensational.
For you. Now you've got your 3rd win. You see the win stickers right here, your 3rd one of the season. How are you able to do what you do with the skill, with the confidence that you do against these other guys like John Hunter Nemechek, who's been doing this for a long time in all different series?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I deserve one back, but we're racing for wins, so I got to do whatever I can to win. We raced really good there. I feel like we put on a good show, so that's really important. I want to say thank you to the man above for everything he's done for me and blessing me so much. So we got to keep it rolling, and thank you, Chris Gill, Kyle Abrams, my whole team. John, Gainey, Keith, everybody, Dale, my truck driver. So we had a good run. Let's keep this going.
All right, Ty Gibbs, he wins it in Richmond. And for the guy who finished runner-up, let's go to Regan.
Well, Jamie, the other side of that very exciting finish there, beating and banging through the last couple laps of the race.
Gibbs beating bang.
You heard what Ty Gibbs said at the end there, that you owe him one back. What is it from your perspective?
Yeah, him and I will settle it Monday. I don't want to say too much and get myself in trouble, but just got drove through. He didn't even try and make the corner there, so racers never forget, that's for sure.
Thanks, Senator. Nice job.
Thoughts on how that's handled from both perspectives?
I mean, it's fair. John Hunter did a good job of passing him, I'd say, pretty dang clean.
No, it wasn't.
And then Ty came back through and came back through him, literally. Racers, don't forget. I get it. I could go either way on this one. It's a tough spot to be.
How good has racing been in the Xfinity Series?
All right, I'm going to get off. Tomorrow is the Cup race, the Toyota Owners 400. See you all there tomorrow. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.